For the first time since losing her husband, racing legend Bob Bondurant's widow is talking about his impact on and off the track. From building a new racing school to making a movie about his life, Pat Bondurant is making it her mission to honor his memory. Patrick Hayes shares her story.
I always say it's never too late to live happily ever after, and Bob and I are proof of that.
Bob Bondurant's widow, Pat, remembers meeting him at a car auction in Scottsdale. A few months later, the two were tying the knot.
So Bob, as a husband, gentleman from head to toe, he was a romantic, he was caring, he was all things, he checked off all the boxes for me.
After unexpectedly passing away last week, the 88-year-old racing icon is being remembered as the only American to bring home a sports car world championship. About a year after that, after almost dying in a car crash, Bondurant opened a racing school promoting safety over speed. That school originally opened in 1968 in Southern California before ending up in Phoenix 20 years later.
And you know, I like to tell people of his quote, and he said, "I've lived my life in two halves. The first half was becoming a world champion, and the second half was teaching the world to become champions." And that sums it up.
Now, that school was eventually sold and renamed. However, Pat Bondurant says she plans on opening a new racing school bearing his name.
We're in very deep negotiations with the biggest titans in the racing industry about the next Bondurant school and where it's going to be.
Bondurant was also responsible for teaching famous actors how to drive for movies. Pat says they're already talking about making a movie focused on him. She says it will be a racing movie, but not short on the romance.
No matter what I did, he appreciated every tiny single thing. And not one day went by up until he died that he didn't say, "I love you, sweetheart." And you think, oh, that's going to get old after all those years. But no, it did not, because of our relationship was so incredibly special.
Beautiful memories there. I want to know about your relationship with Bob, because I saw the face you were making in the car ride with him there.
I did a story with him about 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and he took us on what he calls a hot lap, where you do a little over 100 miles an hour right down the straight. He was 78 years old at the time, still drove like a race car driver. Scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, I'm sure. You're here
Oh
to
my gosh.
tell about it.
Great driver, though.